Maybe you could take a break and get a sip of water, and that would make you feel a little better, and then you can choose, okay? We could go, we're working together, right? The average 4-year-old asks 300 questions a day, and we have 22 of them in a classroom. That's a lot of questions for one person to handle. I need you to come back over here. Do you stand? It looks like there might be some of your communication at the pre-K level is really important. I feel like students sometimes come to us and they don't have many opportunities to communicate outside of their wants and needs. And so in the classroom, I really try to encourage my students to make requests and have those back and forth conversations. I love it. What will you make? Our students are 4 and 5 years old, and they don't need to have a lot of sit and get time. They really need to be interacting, hands-on learning, things like that. And so my school day, or our school day, actually has ended up being a lot of communication. With the exception of like read alouds and things like that, my students are in centers or interacting with different things during the day, and we're there talking to them about it, experiencing that learning with them.
Good job. All right, let's go to the next one.
Something that we really focus on is communicating our emotions. And even today, we had, I guess you would call it an altercation, but my students are like, they're really good at saying like, stop, I don't like that. Using their words, talking about their feelings. We talk about how their feelings are okay. And just the more repetition, the more consistent we are in the words that we use to communicate with them, because we really just want them to get confident in their communication. And so that's how we try to encourage it. What bucket do you want to get and play with together? Where do you think you're going to put it? What's really cool is with less sit and get time and the kids working hands-on with us in those centers with them, communicating with them, we actually get to see growth that we wouldn't see if we were just teaching a lesson in front of the class and, you know, calling on the students who are raising their hands. There was a student who I think if I call on her during class, she chooses not to speak back. She's just really shy. And today I was talking about alliteration with her, beginning sounds. And as I was walking through it with her, she was able to say, yes, those start with the same sound. No, those don't. And I was really honestly surprised, because in a whole group setting, that's not the response that I get. One word. What is this?
Lion and the light.
Lion and light. Do they sound the same at the beginning? Yeah? That one-on-one communication, being in a learning center where they are enjoying themselves, they're not having to sit and be quiet, they're getting to kind of move around. It's just really cool. And I feel like it's much easier to monitor growth and progress that way. 6. Did you hear that, Ella Rose? Karate, like 6 hours. Do you think you can help him? You've got to be spontaneous with 4-year-olds. We're figuring out what works, but I love it. And I wouldn't want to do anything else.